Hello friends, and welcome back to Subnautica.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
It's been a while since we've played it, and since we've played it, the game has come out into full release. So now it's time to start over, start a fresh, brand new game with a completed game. Sorry, this is very, very shiny. I like it. They added some filtering and whatnot to it. It's kind of cool. So if you are unfamiliar with this game, obviously you're on a crashing spaceship of some sort. Can I not? Okay, alright. No controller then. Let's see. And you manage to get into a life pod, like so. And exposition.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered a normal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Well, there you have it. Ah, that is not how you do that. There we go. Excellent. Alright, let's see here. Yes, thank you. I've got it. Okay. So, the first thing we need to do, this is a survival situation game. I'm going to go ahead and hop out here, show you guys what the what is. Hello, bird. So we've crash landed here in this vast, open area of water.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. So, yeah, let's go ahead and first thing we need to do in a survival situation is secure a source of food. So let's see what kind of wildlife we have around here. Got a boomerang right there. Come here, you.
New creature discovered.
And another boomerang. Alright, down at the bottom left you can see an oxygen gauge, as well as health, food, and water. Now we've got a couple things to eat. We need to also find a source of water. Oh, crash fish. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Ouch. Okay. So those guys explode, apparently. Obviously. So avoid them. There's also some scraps of metal salvage down here, which we can use to make titanium out of, or the titanium resource out of. I'm looking around for some bladder. Oh, there we go. There's our bladder. Regular bladder. I forgot what they're called, actually. Yeah, I'll break that in a second. These guys
New creature discovered.
can be used to filter out
May have unexpected
toxins in the water
applications.
and to create
Utilizing alien resources
drinkable
is a
water.
proven survival strategy.
Now these guys, these little limestone outcroppings,
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
yeah. Nice little resources. Although farming in this game can be a pain, there's no telling what you can find while doing it. Now there's a couple more things I want to get before I continue on into the game, so I'm going to skip ahead and grab those items now. Now, I happen to know this from experience. we're going down to grab a couple of these guys because 2 of those and I think it's a thing of copper create a battery. So acid and copper. Now that we've got a few items, let's go ahead and use the fabricator to turn the metal salvage into titanium. There we are. Titanium ingots we don't need yet. Cooked food. Yeah, let's go ahead and cook these boomerangs up. There we go. And see, since I have that, I'm going to go ahead and create 1 air tank for me. And that's about it for right now. Now, so far we've seen a lot of docile life here, but I'm here to tell you for sure that not everything is as nice and colorful. And yeah, there's one now. I forgot what you called stalkers, right? Yes, stalkers are kind of pains in the asses. They're not really terrifying or anything. There's much bigger, more terrifying creatures in this ocean than them. Let me have that. Nope. Okay. There we go.
Further study recommended.
Then study I shall. Let's see. Another good source of water, if you happen to find any salt deposits like so, and you happen to have a knife, which I don't have yet, but coral samples and salt deposits together make chlorine bleach. And chlorine bleach, in real life too, when used in incredibly small amounts, can purify the bacteria in water and still leave it potable for humans. So that's good to know. A little bit of survival information there. Use some of the, there we go. Use some of those plant parts I just got to create some silicone and some lubricant. I'll be using the lubricant a lot later. It gets lonely out here on the sea. Just kidding. Alright, so with the titanium... There we go. Yeah, with the titanium and the... Where are you? There we are. The titanium and the rubber can now create a knife.
Were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Braxis Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Although it is possible to defend yourself using the knife in this game, it's not quite effective. This is a pretty cool little knife, though. I wouldn't mind having a little glowy knife. But one thing we definitely use it for is to cut open.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, cut up some creep vine for later use. I'm going to go ahead and grab... Ooh, you get away. They bite. Yeah, there we go. 4 ought to do it. Let's head back and see what we can create. Now, for those of you who know me in real life, you already know that I have a terrible fear of dark water. Water I can hardly see through. Now, it's not so bad here. In fact, with the new, I guess, cinematic filter that they've added, it's actually kind of nice at night. However, this sea is deep. This part, not necessarily, but once we get out of this shoal, it's pretty not doom friendly. I can tell you that right now. Alright, we can use this to create some fiber mesh. I'm going to go ahead and make another one just in case. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Oh no, not quite yet. We used to make many little things. First aid kits, for example. However, first aid kits are not necessarily necessary at the moment, as there is a med kit fabricator right here. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes. Didn't mean to bother you. Never mind me. Just, swimming along. Grab a couple more quartz here. There we go. Now, the reason I like this game so much, even though it's kind of a subject matter that kind of terrifies me, is, well, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm almost out of... Give me that. Anyway, almost out of air there, but, I am, in real life, I'm kind of a... There we go. Okay, sorry. Real life, bushcraft and survival is kind of a very interesting subject for me. And there's actually going to be a series on that at some point, perhaps on another channel. By the way, spoiler alert, I have a second channel coming. And a new camera coming. And this camera is pretty awesome. How awesome is it? It's pretty awesome, like I said. Alright, so let's make that battery that we talked about earlier. There we go. And equipment. Nope, sorry, tools. A scan gun. Or a scanner. And a repair tool, now that I've found some cave sulfur.
And to record alien biological data.
So now that we got some basic tools, let's go ahead and repair the electrical systems. Nope, not with a knife. There we go. There we go. On this life pod.
Life pod secondary systems online. Run
Excellent.
full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
All this really does is activate this guy over here, or allow it to work. There we are. The radio has a message. Let's listen.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Well, terrific. Rescue will be here at no time. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and store some of this over here. And sneeze, apparently. Now, I might be picking up on the microphone here, and I think it is, because I can hear it in my monitors, but it's raining outside, so I apologize for that. But yeah. 'Tis the thing. Alright, the fiber mesh we can... No, you know what? We have use for that fiber mesh now, I believe. There we go. Fins. Silicon rubber. Okay, gotcha. We need more rubber. The day-night cycle in this game is pretty fast, so that's good. Now that I've got this, the scan gun, I cannot talk. I can do certain things, such as come up to fish, walk up to fish, swim up to fish, there we go, and scan them and get more information on them. There we go. Hoverfish. Very nutritious, by the way. And let's see here. Now, since the ship wrecked right over there, as you can imagine, there's plenty of wreckage strewn about. And in some of this wreckage, here's some now, a little cargo box, there's things to scan as well. Much like this mobile vehicle bay fragment. What's a mobile vehicle bay? It's a vehicle bay that's mobile. Convenient and self-explanatory. Good news, everybody. I got my controller to work. Alright, so that's all we're going to cover for today. If you guys like what you see, if you like the way that this game looks, and it sounds like an interesting concept to you, I encourage you to go ahead and get it. It's an amazing game. It's brought me literally over 100 hours of playtime and a few views on VonDOOM Gaming. Now, here's the thing. There's only one drawback to it, and that is that there is no autosave. They did that intentionally. I'm not exactly sure why, but they did do it intentionally. So I'm going to continue to go around and gather some stuff for the next episode, and then we can find out what happens then on the next episode of VonDOOM Gaming.